Hello there folks, Comics Gatekeeper here, and since all my comic books are lost in the post yet again, thanks to this COVID shite, I'm going to have to go back to old school again. Fortunately I have a few thousand graphic novels, so the channel's not going anywhere. Today one of my favourite comics, and I cannot believe I haven't reviewed this yet, Midnight Nation. It's by Joseph Michael Straczynski. He was the writer on Babylon 5, and I love Babylon 5 as well. Something else I haven't done a video on yet. So, after Babylon 5 he went into comics. He wrote Spider-Man for a few years and was credited with having revived it, doing a very good run. I think he quit due to, well, the whole One More Day thing. The infamous One More Day story where Spider-Man made a deal with Mephisto, who is Marvel's equivalent of Lucifer, and in order to save Aunt May. And in return he wanted his marriage to Mary Jane, which was then retconned out of existence, and he'd never married Mary Jane. Which was fucking bullshit right there. But yeah, most of his run was good. But yeah, he quit after that. Yeah, I've met him on, well, so I would say I met him, sorry. I've seen him on social media, and he is, he's very surly. I've seen on the surface normal interactions where he's just being mean as fuck in response. I'm like, wow, that was uncalled for. I don't know what all the context was, but yeah, he's very surly online. Yeah, I think he was surly to me online as well. So you know, at least I'm not being singled out. Yeah, I think he's the kind of person that needs to get off Twitter. But yeah, anyway, back to the book. Yeah, Midnight Nation. It's about a cop. He's split up with his wife. Yeah, she's moved to a different city, and he's getting rumours of these people who are supplying lots and lots of drugs on the streets. So he investigates and finds supernatural creatures in robes that look a bit like monks, but they smile all the time, really creepy, and they've got really wide eyes, and they've got like these spiral tattoos all over their body. And when he breaks into a room and points his gun at them, they just stare at him and then just sort of fade away. And he's like, what the fuck was that? So yeah, he wakes up after confronting them at one point and finds out he's lost his soul. And there's a girl with him who tells him she's an angel, and he has to go to New York to ask the devil for his soul back. So most of it is like a road trip. But unlike most Americans, this one seems to actually like be about being disenfranchised, being jobless and homeless, and how people in America, or you know, rest of the world, kind of ignore you for that. And it literally deals with people who've just sort of faded out of the real world because no one wants to acknowledge their existence. They're the other side of the metaphor. So yeah, it's quite strange. So he meets these people. The homeless that have faded into the other realm are only allowed to inhabit places where other people don't go. So yeah, every now and again you'll get a little whisper of the rest of the real world. Like you'll see little shadows and ghosts of all the other people. Since they can't catch trains or boats or anything anymore, they have to walk across America. Yeah, it's quite interesting. But yeah, I won't be doing spoilers, but it is one of my favourite comics. Do I say that about every comic? But yeah, it is one of my favourites. Definitely my favourite JMS thing. Rising Stars had a good ending, but no, it was nowhere near as good as Midnight Nation. He finds over the course of his journey that he's kind of losing himself bit by bit, and he's destined to become one of those creatures with the swirly whirly tattoos. He starts finding the patterns appearing on his skin as the journey continues, and yeah, he gets to New York and it's a hellscape. Yeah, the angel says something like, yeah, New York really does look like this, it's just other people refuse to see it. They refuse to see how evil it is. Wow, man, have you lived in New York or something? But yeah, it gets on from there. He meets the devil. He meets himself in the future as well, and it's all quite brilliant. And the ending is fantastic. I wish I could write something like that. I'll be writing about space squids and fat kids for the next few years, I think. Oh yeah, that reminds me to plug my comic. Kreekraw and Kris Must Be Destroyed is still on Indiegogo. It's probably going to be on there for the next month at least. Indiegogo led me to believe it was going to be cancelled weeks ago, and then it wasn't all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm sorry if that messed anyone around. But yeah, I think they need to work on their communication. Yeah, anyway, so Midnight Nation is a definite recommend. And actually, so is mine. Kreekraw and Kris Must Be Destroyed. Okay, take care, folks. Later.